Flip that. Do that. Pin that. Bam. Right on. So stay here for a second. Move that right here. It's good, dude. And then you need a baking sheet. Right where I can see it. Okay. What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? How's you guys' Wednesday going? All right. Hey, thank you so much, Britt, for the heart me. I appreciate you. Yes, honey. Yeah, you can throw those right there. Yeah. You want a carrot? Okay. Cool. Take off more. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Not too bad. You're at the laundromat. Hey. Right on, dude. Get them laundries going. It's too hot to be hungry. Damn, it must be warm as hell where you are then. I almost have I have the hardest time saying no to shawarma. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because you get what is it? Like the chicken shawarma, everything on it. Or even one of my favorite things is like a shawarma plate. Oh my God. And you take that pita, boom, just start scooping it up. So good. All right, so what should I start on first? So for the chicken pot pie, I got my oven started right here. I'm gonna do something really kind of simple on a day like this, because today it's been the last couple of days have been it's plus 32. Oh my God. Yo, that's fire, dude. Oh my God, yeah. It's been, I think today was 12 degrees and rainy. I mean, I'm not complaining. We need that for the crops, but I mean, 32, man, you guys are hitting it quick this year for sure. You're going to have a storm later? Yeah. It's always nice though, don't you think? When you get hit with the rain, it's amazing. Okay, so I'm just going to take some of this, I had some nice puff pastry left over from the last live. So I'm just going to go ahead, just make, probably going to do 6. Yeah, 6 nice large squares. And what this is going to act as a nice topper. So what I'm going to be doing today is not necessarily a whole chicken pot pie per se. What I'm actually really in the mood for is a pub style pot pie. What that means is primarily the way we used to do it at the Irish pubs and stuff when I was working those joints is we just make puff pastry tops and season them after they come out of the oven. And then we just make a nice chicken stew, put it into a bowl, boom, stuff on top, right? Vin Ficini, thank you so much for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. They've been huge. Big hail, tornado warnings. That's crazy. Bud. I've been a professional cook and a chef for approximately 25 years now. Lambo, yes sir, yes sir. It is Wednesday. How are you doing, my friend? Taco guy. Yo, how's everybody, man? Good to see everybody. How's you guys' Wednesday going? Rory, what is good, man? Great to see you. To be honest with you, residential versus commercial setups. So I think I like both. At home, like, because I got used to doing like in-home catering. So when it comes to that kind of stuff, you end up pretty much just using like the person's kitchen at their house, right? So when you do like private cooking, or when you do like at-home chefing, you just end up using like commercial stuff. And to be honest, as long as it works, right? As long as the oven can actually get up to 400 or 450 degrees, perfectly fine. But what I love about commercial kitchens, oh my God, the space, the size of the fridges, having like a full range, right? Everything's on, everything's going. And I kind of love that about that stuff. But I mean, you know, if you cook and you could do it for a living, you just make do, right? I've done whole like catering gigs just using like two hot plates. Not ideal, but like you can make it work. And what makes it pub style? What makes the chicken pot pie pub style? What we used to do. Hey, just there. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. And Sasquatch, hey, how you doing? What makes it pub style is essentially like when I was working at like what do you call it, like Irish pubs, or just like regular like community bars. What pub style really means is that you're making like a really hearty stew. Essentially, you're not making a full pie like with the bottom, right? What you're doing is do they have handles? No. They just have like the shit, and then this stuff is just broken because I rent. Christopher, thank you so much for the follow. What makes it pub style, to get back to that, is essentially you're gonna make a hell of a hearty stew, put it into a bowl, and then you start with a little bit of puff pastry on top. And that's going to give you the crust. So when you break through, it's just hearty. It has that toasty element. Yeah, and then on top of this, we're just going to go ahead and season it up as best we can. What's the ingredients for the pie? So today I'm just going to use up all the vegetables that I got like kind of just kicking around. So it's your green onions. I got some leftover frozen corn. I got white onion. Basically, I'm going to be doing a mirepoix, so it's onion, celery, carrot. I got these mushrooms from the last live stream I'm going to use up. I got a little bit of gailan. I'm going to cut really, really small, use that up. And then as well, I have like a rotisserie chicken, like a half one. I'm just going to use up as well. So I'm going to toss that in. Yeah, and then I'm also going to flavor it with a bit of pepperoni sausage to kind of bring out a little bit extra of like, not just spice, but like it has like this like chemical seasoning in it that I really wanted to kind of just like push in through the thing, and then just finish it off as a cream sauce. Yeah, it's Sasquatch. It's just dank. You know what I'm saying? It's just dank. It's gnarly. That's just the way I like it. Yo, you wrap it in phyllo dough and yeah, that's dope too, man. I love that. Especially when you do like the little guys, right? Serve it with a nice side of salad or a nice couple other like vegetable sides. That's really, really nice. In this case today, we're just going to make like it's just a dank stew. Because again, it's been raining out the last couple days. So like even like for shooting, because I do filming, being outside has been like such a pain in the ass for like the equipment. But you know, you make do. But I also feel today's a great day for like a nice like hearty stew, if at all possible. Does bread go in the fridge or does it stay out? To be honest, I just keep it out. Because I feel that if you put bread in the fridge, although it does keep, it does like inherit a lot of moisture that goes on with it. Lucian, oh my God, good to see you, man. It's a long time no see, man. How are you been? And Lambo, no beef today. It is just chicken. Yeah, Brit, that's what I'm talking about. Stew weather. It's something hearty, you know, all that good stuff. Yeah, and Lucian, not much, man. Just been busy this last month. But like I had 3 short films that we shot this month, so it's been relatively steady, steady and complicated, but really, really good. Cook some Jamaican food. I think I'll do Jamaican food in the next coming up because I know oxtail is going to start going on sale pretty soon here, so I think that might be a really great start. And I'm getting my propane filled up in the next little bit to do my smoker and my grill, so I might even be able to do some drum pan chicken. You had Irish stew? That's all. I love a good Irish stew, man. Hit that with Guinness. Fire. Joe, thank you so much for the follow as well. I appreciate you for being here. Start that chopping. Hey, all right. Yes, ma'am. Damn. You want a curry chicken? Oh, I can do a curry chicken. Yeah, dude. I'll put that on the list. Thank you so much. Because I was thinking about doing like a curried oxtail on top of like some nice seasoned rice, like rice and beans. Make jerk chicken too? Yeah. Oh yeah, my jerk chicken is very similar to like what you would know as like a drum pan chicken. I know they're different, but I do have like similar. It's like kind of the same thing for me. So you're ready to watch? All right, rice and peas. Yeah, dude. Aki and salt fish. Man, I haven't had that in a minute. Damn. We have a good Jamaican spot here where I usually go get my stuff. So for me, that's really where it's at. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with the tops for my what do you call it, for my stew first. So what I'm going to just simply do is I got a little bit of nice confit garlic and confit garlic oil. So I'm just going to go ahead and season the tops with that. Okay, so it would be nice and garlicky on the way out, so that when I garnish it with green onions and a little bit of cheese, it'll have this nice creamy and crispy kind of texture, right? Because the oil will really help bring out some color, give you that nice crispy top. Yeah, and I'm not going to puncture it because I do want it to really like souffle, right? So to the top of that, I'm just going to put that there. To the top of that, I'm just going to go ahead and hit it with just a small little bit of just shredded normal ass cheese. Whatever cheese you like. I prefer a little bit of cheddar because this stuff does dry out in the oven and will give you a better crisp than like say like a soft white cheese. You know what I mean? Like what do you call it? Like a Gruyere or like a... Actually, Gruyere will actually do it pretty good. I'm thinking of more like a whiter cheese, like a goat's cheese or something like that. It just doesn't cook out. It just kind of caramelizes, but it doesn't get hard. Normal ass. Yeah, you heard me. Oh, you live downtown from the core. Oh, right on. Yo, I was literally just there earlier today. Damn. Are these cheese slices? Nah. Ice cream with apple pie. I was going to do an apple pie on top of, like, we have these ice cream bars. So I'm just going to just, like, put, like, a hot apple pie on top of that and just slice it and it should melt. Be super, super dank. All right, so yeah, these guys. Oh, I forgot. And then of course, just always with pastry, just give it a pinch of just like the smallest pinch of salt, right? Because you do want to bring out. It does have salt in the dough, but you do kind of want to make sure that you bring out like the majority of its savoriness, so you don't have to like add too much salt throughout your cooking process. Because again, you're trying to build umami and build the sodium level and can be able to control it. Yeah, Lambo, you know it should be like dank, it should be rich, and it should be a hell of a finish. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to let that go ahead and cook out. In the meantime, I'm going to start just working on a basic stew. Okay. So, for this, I'm just going to put it on just like on a saute setting, so about a 4.5, 5. And then I'm going to start it with a little bit of garlic oil. Okay. And a little bit of butter. All right. Some carrot right there. Yeah, apple pies. I love them because like you can pretty much do them any way, in any different way, and as long as there's a pastry, there's pie filling as well. Today I'm not making necessarily. No, wait, it's not apple pies. Shit, I got a can of cherry pie, so I might actually do apple and cherry together. ABD. So what we are doing tonight is we're doing pub style chicken pot pie, and it does say apple pie, but I'm actually going to go ahead and change that. I'm actually going to do. I went ahead and bought cherry pie mix, and I thought it was apple, like an idiot. So I'm going to go, hold on, I'm going to relabel that. That's the problem with being like, what do you call it? Short ass memory. There we go. Cherry pies. Oh, Lord. And yeah, so what we're doing is we're doing some pub style chicken pot pies, and we're doing some cherry pies that I'm then going to just like serve hot on top of a like an ice cream bar, and then that should be enough to like have like the ice cream element, the cake element, and the ice cream element, and it should all melt kind of like gnarly together. Feel me? Does pie and pies go together? I mean, only on Pie Day, I'd assume, but definitely missed opportunity this year. I got fresh apples, so what I was thinking is I'm just gonna just wrap, because I really want to do like just fold over, like turnover style pies, and then just finish them with a bit of butter on top, sugar, and then sliced apple slices on top of that, which would actually be pretty good in my opinion. It's a dessert, yeah. Cherry pies, for sure. And Mood Pope, how long does it take? Probably about an hour or so. Today, Mood Pope, thank you so much for the roses, my friend. I appreciate you. Okay, so I got this just melted. It's garlic butter, or sorry, it's garlic oil, a little bit of butter. And I'm also going to chop up these pepperoni sticks that I have left over. And what that's going to do is it's going to help me get a little bit of extra like smoky fat flavor from it. And that's going to be important to render out in the, what do you call it, the finished product in the end of the stew. So it's going to just help add just some more extra savoriness at the beginning. So instead of adding bacon, I'm just going to add straight pepperoni sticks. Evan, what is good, man? How are you? Can I make something for vegetarians? Technically, this can be done for vegetarians. Just omit the chicken aspect and omit the bacon aspect at the beginning. And then use like vegan butter. Or alternatively, you can also use any other type of fat. So what I'm using is garlic oil. And then you can also add in a sesame oil to add like a really good smoky, like dark sesame oil, to add that smoky nuttiness to it at the beginning. And then just really build it down with some like nice, good vegetables. But you can also use like a really good amount of like, what do you call it? Like vegan meat or like vegetarian meat. I do make Filipino food. Hell yeah. Hey, ABD, man, I appreciate you for saying that, brother. Thank you so much. And any spices? Today's mostly just going to be salt, pepper, a little bit of oregano. I like to keep it pretty clean, pretty simple overall, and just let the vegetables kind of come out. Yo, apple pie, that was, because I worked in an old folks home too, and apple pie with a slice of American cheese was legitimately a thing. I thought it was a myth. Kelly, what is good, dude? You have to search me. Oh, no. What flavor for the pie ingredients? We're just doing cherry, and we're just doing a little bit of apple on top, sir. Yeah, keep it simple, man. But at the same time, we're also it's going to be rich, right? It's going to be flavorful, hopefully very rich with the cream aspect. And I'm going to be loading it down with a bit of vegetables too, right? So I think that to me is, it should be nice. Should be nice and wholesome. And then, yeah, pretty simple. Good, good. Am I Pinoy? Yes, I am Filipino flavored, my friend. Little Lambo, I would say like, it's just going to be you, me, my partner Shannon, and our kiddo. So like you can bring 2 ducks. I can do you up a little bit of duck that you can take home with you. Or unless you want me to like bring out like some other people, some of my chef friends, and we can like have like straight cookout. Honestly, ABD, honestly, apple pie is amazing. But if you have like one of my favorite things from this French chef, he gave me this like idea of just like any fruit with pie, incredible. No matter what you do, fruit pie is amazing. You made Filipino steamed rice cake. Oh, damn, that must be dope. Do I prefer cherry pies or cream pies? To be honest with you, I like both. Like if you were to put both together, boom. Say 2? Oh, yeah, say 2. For sure. Yo, that pork adobo recipe. Yo, hey, leave me a DM and I can give you that recipe, no problem. It's a super, like, adobo is super, super easy. So no matter what you do, and whoever recipe it is, it's always going to be fire. All right, so next up, I got the what do you call it? I got the pepperonis going. They're starting to render down now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up roughly about like a whole large carrot. All right, just give it a quick peel. Yeah, I think a whole large should do it. I'm just going to use up this one as well because my daughter took the skinnier part of it to snack on. Do. Yeah. Okay. Cream bars are good in the morning. Damn. I don't know. It's a lot of sugar, my friend, first thing in the morning. But I will say, a really good cronut, fire. And yes, I do different types of cuisine. I mostly focus on like Asian style cuisines, to be perfectly honest. But I do try to extend myself to other cuisines if I can, or if I'm like just in the mood, right? Like, because I love making like anything European, anything Italian or Mediterranean. Those are like the first things I learned how to cook. It took you 2 2/5 of an hour. So barbecue grilled duck and confit. Yo, I'll probably do a roasted duck, like a roasted goose, for sure. But we'll definitely have to marinate it. And a confit duck, yeah, that'll take a little bit of time, but that'll be good. Yes. Hey, Life is Grandparents. Great to see ya. Yeah, Popeye's gonna be dope tonight, I think. Man, wild rice and fry bread. I can definitely do a fry bread. I'll have to look into like some good wild rice. The wild rice we've been getting is like super hard for no reason right now. So, not hard to get, but like for some reason it's like even if you soak it and bloom the grains, they still come out kind of tough, which is weird. But I think that might be because like they're cheating with a certain type of grain. But I'm not. Don't quote me on that. I just have that feeling like it's not doing the thing like it should. You know what I mean? Yo, A1 bag money. Thanks so much for the GG. I appreciate you. Do I do Caribbean meals? Not as often, but I can. I haven't done it like a straight like what do you call it? Like Caribbean meals in a little while. But since it's summertime and I got my grill out, I might as well. Hey, A1 bag money. Thank you so much for the TikTok, dude. You can probably score some rice, yeah. If you can score some rice, but I'll let you know, man. Because like, most likely I can find some, source some really good grains somewhere. Okay, so right now I'm just chopping up that full large carrot. Yeah, this should be enough. Because again, I'm just going to go ahead and start with my mirepoix, freshly sliced, and just going in. Caribbean cookout. Yo, you have no idea. A1 bag money. Thanks so much for the TikTok too, man. Thank you so much. And Ferret Frenzy, what's on the menu? We are doing a simple pub style chicken pot pie tonight. I got some nice puff pastries in the oven going. They're almost puffed. Dad. Yes, honey. I'm going to my bedroom to okay. Yeah, you go do that. Yeah, thank you. Yo, and Vin, thanks so much for the give me the vote, man. I appreciate you. What dessert would go with the duck? To be honest with you, I think I would, with duck, especially with duck confit, it has to stay rich. I would probably do, actually, if anything, I'm probably going to do like a lemon and horchata creme brulee. That sounds like pretty gnarly, pretty dank, I think. Yo, it's all good, Ferret. No worries, bro. Yeah, she's cute. She's hella cute, dude. Right now, because we got her like a Magic Mixie. Fuck, it's like this cartoon, but it's like a Magic Mixie kind of, what do you call it? It's like for witch's brew. and it's dope because you can make these little potions in it, and then like when she's halfway through her spell, it starts to like fog, like starts to create this like smoke and fog, which is hilarious. And it's got like a whole bunch of lights, so I don't know, I love it. ABD, favorite meal to cook and eat. To be honest with you, it's almost pretty much anything deep fried. Like, I'm a simple person, man. Like, I love wings, and I love like chicken tenders and fries, onion rings, curly fries, things like that. But if I was to pick my favorite meal of all time right now, it's still hard seared onglet steak cooked to rare, sliced thin, served over top of some nice duck confit potatoes with some charred broccolini. Yeah, one day hopefully she'll enjoy cooking, you know. I know. One day, sweetheart. Yep, I definitely will. Potion Master said, yeah, it made gross candy. Was it the one with like the little bugs and the other stuff? Because that shit was, it was like those, it was like Professor something. Professor something. He had like this wicked, weird set that did something very similar. Yeah, where you make like boils and you can make like warts and stuff on your skin that were like edible, but they stained the hell out of your skin. 14, 20, and 24. Oh, yeah, dude. That's a handful, my friend. And we have Nanners in the chat. Yo, Sasquatch, they're young men. They got to be eating like the shit out of the pantry. I swear to God. Because when I was that age, boy, man, I was eating. Basically, a whole large-ass pizza was a single-serve pizza at that age.
Any pizza's a single-serve pizza, if you believe.
Absolutely. XIM, thank you so much for the rose, dude. I appreciate you. Yo, you're off to soccer? Well, you have a good rest of your evening. Get out there, hustle, you know what I'm saying? Get that sweat on and enjoy. Okay, so right now I'm just cubing up a little bit of the celery. Oh, definitely, we will. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again.
Hi, Lambo.
Ian, what is good, dude? How are you today? How's your...
The lag is fucking real. I don't know why.
How's your Wednesday? Hey?
I'm gonna leave and come back.
Okay.
I'm gonna struggle less.
Don Song, how are you today, sir? From the 403, you also in Calgary? Okay, so now I got these, the carrots is mostly just going to go ahead and saute for a few minutes. To go ahead and chop up some onion.
Did you take cooking class during school?
Did I take, yes. Home ec as well as foods class was one of like my favorite classes just because like, I don't want to sound like super Canadian, but like, you know what I mean? Like you can be super baked and then you just go make some food. It was fire. But at the same time, like when I was in junior high school, I was already in kitchens, right? Like I was already cooking on the line when I was in high school, and I was a dishwasher in junior high. No, we're Calgary, Alberta. Your tentative start date is June 10th. Oh, shit. Right on, dude. Well, let me know, because fucking, I'll make sure we select some time, and we make sure to meet up.
2 questions. What are you making, and what flavor Asian are you?
What am I making tonight? We are making some really, since it's been raining out, and it is that kind of weather, so I'm making a basic, like, almost like a chicken vegetable stew, with a cream base to do chicken pot pies, And then we're also going to do just a little bit of, what do you call it? Cherry pie turnovers, right? Served on top of a couple of, what do you call it? Served on like one or two of the ice cream sandwiches. And I am Filipino flavored, my friend. Yes, please DM me by all means. You're celebrating your 37th wedding anniversary tomorrow. Oh man, congratulations. Happy early anniversary, guys. Right on. That's so cool. Yeah, dude. Do I speak Tagalog? No longer. I no longer speak Tagalog just because growing up in Calgary, I kind of had to learn how to like speak English better. So I kind of lost my ways in terms of that, but I am slowly considering relearning it because all my cousins and all that stuff, they all speak Tagalog as well. So yeah, since I knew it as a kid, it shouldn't be that hard to relearn it, though it's something that I haven't practiced in a long time. Nayeli, what am I cooking tonight? I'm doing some very nice, easy, basic creamy chicken stew that I'm going to then serve as a chicken pot pie, right? So I just pulled out some nice puff pastries that were in the oven, right? Good crisp on the bottom, right? A little bit of cheese, a little bit of salt on the top, and that's going to be served on top of the bowl with the stew. So it's going to be nice and crunchy and toasty right through the top, and then it'll be nice and rich as you eat it. Hey, no worries. Okay, so it's going to go ahead and let these guys saute off for a little bit. All right, and then
From apple pie to cherry pie.
Say again.
Oh,
because I went and bought pie filling, and I thought I picked up apple pie. It actually is cherry pie. So, so the connotation on the label coming in versus the thing that's here, I just changed this one live. So, hey, so it's gonna be cherry turnover pies. Hey, Nelly, thank you so much. I appreciate you, man, and thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you for being here as well. Yeah, but it should be dope, right? Like we're gonna just do that, do a nice turnover, and the plan again is to just take it warm out of the oven, unwrap like a ice cream bar, set it on top so it melts it, and then you just cut into all that stuff gnarly. Right? I might even hit it with some caramel sauce, or some cherries, or some like some nice chocolate sauce or something. I'm not quite sure. Britt, thanks so much for the roses. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. You're scared because you're bored? Oh, man. If you're at home, man, get some snacks out. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let's smack this thing down with a little bit of herbs and spices, shall we? Okay, I'm just going to start with just a little hit of garlic powder. Right? Garlic powder, not salt. Here's my oregano. Okay, so again, these are all, savory spices. This is going to help just kind of round everything up and give it some body and a little bit of life in there. Do you know what I was thinking would be really nice? Is I might, just because someone else was talking about it earlier, I'm going to go ahead and throw in just a little bit of curry spice. Just to kind of give it that little extra oomph without it being spicy. Okay, so we'll start with those. And as well, just a hit of powdered ginger. Okay. Do I want to add anything else? Maybe a little white pepper. Just so I don't have to worry about that later. Yeah, that should be good. Fragrance-wise, it's actually quite coming together really nicely. So I'll let these guys saute and meld together for the next little bit here. Let that stir in the middle. Bam. Caitlin, what's good, dude? It's good to see ya. How was your Wednesday? Hey, Joe, thank you so much for stopping by, man. I appreciate you as always. Yeah, and I'll catch you in a little bit. If not, I'll be back on tomorrow at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. Miss Stella, of course. Of course. Yo, and as always, guys, if you guys are new here, or if you guys are always returning as like some of my OG day ones, please, by all means, I do highly recommend if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about a recipe or anything that you want to cook, by all means, hit me in the DMs. I'm more than happy to try to answer any questions that you have regarding food, okay? Yo, the Torontonian accent is wild. I thought it was like kind of weird in the 90s, like in the 2000s, but like now it's like almost like, I don't know if it's racist to say, but it kind of sounds like it's like you don't know, fam. You know what I mean? Like this kind of weird like East Hastings Jamaican kind of sound. I don't know. It's an interesting accent. And Chevy, thank you so much for the follow, man. I appreciate you. And Quinn and Leona, thank you so much for the follow. Jack, hey, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Is that pizza? No, this right here. Hey, Jack, thanks so much for the follow. This right here is actually just some nice puff pastry with some just regular, what do you call it? Cheddar cheese, shredded cheddar. On top, and just a small hit of salt. So I'm going to be using this as a topper for my pot pie. Jeff in a box, thanks so much for the follow. And Sweet Train, thank you so much for the follow as well. I appreciate you. You're from South Toronto? Oh man, that's interesting. That like, because I don't know, it strikes me as like it's a very suburb Toronto accent these kids got these days, which is really fascinating to me. He's Asian and Mexican, yeah. I noticed the accent with like a bunch of like other Filipino kids online, like online creators. They got that weird. It's not all the way like that, but it is. There's a tinge of that accent type thing happening. And I was like, damn, that's new. Doodle, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you.
Where's the chicken?
Where's the chicken? I'm gonna be shredding up this extra rotisserie chicken right here in a little bit. I don't want to throw it in too early. Just because I don't want to overcook it. Lambo, plug your phone in, bro. Christy, thank you so much for the follow. Where's the chicken? Yeah. I'm going to shred up that chicken in a little bit. He's Japanese and Mexican. That's awesome. Yeah, no worries, Lambo. I'll catch you in a couple minutes, brother. Caribbean English movement from the UK. Show you a card trick later? Yeah, I can do that. Don and Bella, hey, how are ya? And Nayeli, yes, black nails. Okay, so I got these guys just going simmering down. So now I'm going to go ahead and just throw in these washed mushrooms. Right, I'm just going to go ahead and rough chop them. They don't have to be anything pretty. Because the thing is, the mushrooms themselves will saute down pretty quickly. Black as Shannon's soul. Oh, I love that.
Choking on my own.
Yo. That's hilarious. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and just rough chop these mushrooms up. Nothing too crazy, because again, they will shrink as you cook them. And did I go to school or self-taught? I am actually self-taught technically, but I did mostly just learn how to cook in professional kitchens. I started as a dishwasher when I was 13, and then slowly just moved myself up the line. And Caitlin, thank you so much for the tiny diney. I appreciate you. We saw a bunch of those on Rosemary's birthday.
They were not tiny.
Well, they weren't. Some of them were. They're cute. Some of them are super tiny. Is this Food Network? I wish, dude. You have no one knows how much I loved the Food Network growing up, man. And Rachel, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Thank you guys all for being here. I appreciate it. Okay, so I got the mushrooms in. I'm not gonna toss the pan right away. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this guy just caramelize the bottoms of the vegetables themselves. Just because I still want to get a good amount of that caramelization. And then I'm going to give it a quick flip for the mushrooms, so then they can start sauteing on their own as well.
Simone says that this channel is very soothing.
Hey, Simonique, you're welcome. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm all about people just like jumping on here, grab some snacks, you know what I'm saying? And let's have a great time. Let's have some conversation, you know what I mean? Hey, and Schmilly, I like you too, man. I appreciate you. Sakina. Hey, man, I'm just saying, if you're at home right now, or if you're on somewhere near somewhere watching this near a store, you know what I mean? Go pop in, get a snack.
You just walk down to 7-Eleven, grab some snacks.
Yeah. Oh man. He's Filipino flavored. Oh, dude. Hey, Caitlin, and I appreciate you for being here from the start, man. I really do. Yeah, the convo is always like really, really nice. Really, what do you call it? Really, both charismatic, caring, loving. At the same time, it's not like the other ones where you follow. It's like just words, and I'm like, oh, I can't even keep up with this.
Quinn and Leona, I love to cook, but where I live, there isn't much choices of produce. Hoping I can get new food ideas.
Okay, right on, right on. I would say, I guess the best question right now is Quinn and Leona, what kind of food do you really love making right now? What is your go-tos, and what's the kind of stuff you do at home? And Abby, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you for being here. It's a good amount of people. Right on, right on. Okay, so now you can notice the mushrooms are getting nice and tender, right? They're starting to wilt down. Perfect. So before they wilt down all the way, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to... Oh, I have this frozen-ass corn, this leftovers. I'm going to go ahead and toss that in there. Bam. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead with, as well, I have some of that confit garlic, super gorgeous, slow roasted, all that good stuff. The best part about confit garlic is that it's really jammy, right? You can just spread this on toast practically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of that confit garlic, right, boom, into the pan, and just give it a small mash down so it breaks up. Okay. Right, it doesn't have to break down all the way because it will break down when it stews. So go ahead, give this a toss. And Vincent, thank you so much for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. GS, yes, sir. All right, yeah. So now you can see it's full of vegetables, all that good stuff. I'm gonna reserve. I might not even put it in the gailon today. I might save that for another stir fry recipe. But it's a little loose canning garlic right there. Give you a squish. Boom. So then what I'm gonna add to this is I'm gonna go ahead with a liter of water. Okay. Might not even use the whole liter. Yeah. I'll go half a liter. That sounds fair. Okay. And what this is going to do is just help break down the vegetables even more, but it'll completely bring all the flavors together, right? So then I got that going. I'm going to go ahead and add in just a little bit of powdered chicken stock. You can use chicken bouillon as well. It's generally the same thing. But I like using the Chinese stuff just because primarily this stuff right here, although it does contain MSG, it mostly contains just like your mirepoix, which is your carrot, celery, onions, and then it'll have that nice rich bone broth stock powder that they put into it, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and let that thing do its thing for a second. And I'll actually, I'm going to put the guylon back.
So, Quinn and Leona, it's, the kids love pasta, steaks, pork chops, or whatever else, but, picky about veggies, but love fruit.
Oh, okay, so they love fruit. Yeah, but what kind of veggies would they eat? I guess is the next question, because there's ways around that, but but the way it is that kids are kids. You know what I mean? Every kid has like a different taste and a different palate for what they like in the moment. And Lightworker Scorpio, thank you so much for the follow. And Chris, thank you so much for the roses. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, it's gonna come out like nice and hella rich. It's gonna just be dangerous stuff.
Potatoes, carrots, turnips.
Potatoes, carrots, and turnips.
So like denser stuff.
Yeah, you got mad like what do you call it? Like root vegetable stuff. What's awesome is like with potatoes, carrots, and turnips, you can turn those into fries. Especially like one of the things you could be doing with that, I guess, is if you haven't tried it already, try doing like a nice fish and chips with like you have potato fries, or you can do carrot chips or turnip chips.
And they're in Labrador, so the fish and whatever else would be good.
Yeah, and fish should be fairly cheap out there, I assume, because I know getting meat, like beef, lamb, pork, chicken, stuff like that, is going to be at a premium. But if you're out in Labrador, I think fish should be a relatively cheaper alternative and more plentiful. But there's also other, you can go more French or more, more Spanish, because they do have very French-centric or French-heavy, or sorry, not French, fish-heavy recipes. Do I know how to make fried chicken? Absolutely. I know how to make fried chicken a few different ways. If you do want to learn, Chris, by all means, hit me up in the DMs and remind me to send you some fried chicken recipes, okay? And your mom, thank you so much for the roses. Yo, get some poutine. Oh, yo, with some fresh cut fries, some mad cheese curds, you know what I'm saying, with some bacon on top, some of that gravy. Damn. Yo, that's just dank, like dankness. Hell yeah. I've done poutine on this channel a couple times, but at the same time, like, man, I can really, like, now that I'm looking at this, I can really go for a side of poutine to go with it. Absolutely. Because at the same time, like, remember, like, vegetables have such a universal, and there's like so many things you could be doing with vegetables. It's actually pretty incredible. And meats as well, right? The thing is also, I also recommend doing like an 80-20 diet where it's like 80% vegetables and your carbohydrates, rice, potatoes, stuff like that, to 20% meats, right? That to me is a great balance of a dish, as well as your nutrients that you're getting from them. Do I know how to make empanadas? Yes. I know how to do, I guess they're Mexican or South American empanadas, but I also know how to do the Filipino empanadas. Poutine is the best with mozzarella. I don't know. I like, in Alberta, we use a lot of mozzarella for our poutines, but I'm really, once like all my Quebec friends came here, I've just solely been on cheese curds. It's basically mozzarella, but cheese curds, like the squeakers, like just the chunk of it, when you eat it, and the bite with your poutine, with your deep fries is, you know what I'm saying, world class. Have I tried anything red onions? Yes, absolutely. I mean, damn, I have a red onion right here. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish off with a little bit more cream, right? And I'm just going to go ahead and let that reduce. I'm not actually going to thicken this until I really think I need to, but I think the amount of cream that's in here will allow a relatively good reduction. And then I'm just going to just add maybe a little bit of cheese to tighten up the actual stock. And then that should be pretty much good to go. Okay, so on the side here, Just dump this out real quick.
Pickled red onions are delicious.
Pickled red onions are fire. Oh my god. You do pickled red onions with pulled pork. It's one of my favorite things. Same with like you do pickled red onions and fried onions with a pulled pork. It's fire every single time. Especially if you put that on poutine. Yeah, Simonique. Yo, hey. go guys, go get some snacks, dude. For real. Yes, Quinn and Leona, if you can though, send me a DM. I'll send you some options here. I can't think of them right off the top. I want to look at my my recipe book and see if I have anything that would be I guess a little bit different, but it's still very sustainable for you guys, okay? And Evan, absolutely I'll hit you with that. User 22314, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Yes, it's hella comfort. Hella comfort food. Tony Williams, thank you so much for the follow as well. And Amanda, yes, I am Canadian. I'm from Calgary, Alberta. MJ, what is good, my dude? And Life Edits, favorite dish? To be honest, right now that I'm thinking about it, like we've been on poutine for a little bit. Yo, I don't know if anyone's, oh man, because my favorite dishes change almost daily. Just because there's so many dishes out there. But like, yo, to be honest with you, right now, all I can think about is like this pot pie. But has anyone ever done, it's tater tots, French fries, or sorry, tater tots and curly fries with cheese sauce, cheese curds, poutine gravy, green onions, a little bit of fried onions, and a little bit of like either pulled pork or confit duck. Right, or bacon, or just like straight, just like nice, really nice, crispy, smoky bacon. Just chilling, eating ice cream. Got up to 25. Wow, man. Yeah, dude. I was talking to somebody earlier. It was like 32 where they are, like southern or northern Alberta or northern Ontario. Like, goddamn. You love everything soup and pasta, yo. Hey, for real. Yeah, we love pasta in this house for real too. Okay, so I had a little bit of green onions. I'm gonna reserve for the tops. Yo, a bacon poutine is so fire. Yo, but if you do a poutine, if you can get it with tater tots or like tater tots or wedges or curly fries, oh my god. Like, it's so good. Because I love like hand cut French fries like for poutine, right? Sure. But like, if you ever get it done with tater tots, damn, it's like eating just a hash brown with like gravy all over it and cheese. So good. Yo, Life Edits, thank you so much for the follow, man. I appreciate you. Yo, donair poutines are good. What I love is though, if you do the donair poutine, you gotta have like the poutine gravy, but white sauce as well to go with it. I think that just adds this element of dank that like it can't be it can't be missed. You know what I mean? Have I made basic Alfredo pasta? Yes, I have, but not on this channel. Basic Alfredo sauce is like something that's like kind of I guess like a rite of passage at like most restaurants. Halifax is warm and humid. Oh yeah, everything's sticking to you. Tim Hortons branded ice cream? Like what are you eating right now? Like a double? S'mores. Oh, damn. That's going to be fire. Here in Australia right now is fall, not suffering from the heat. That's awesome. Still cold in Manitoba. Hey. Damn. Yeah, it's not chilly here, but it is lower temperature for real. Donair sauce is a must, 100%. Yeah, I switch between poutine and poutine. That's yeah. It's funny that I do that. I never actually noticed. And Ramon, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Smoked pickled potatoes into poutine. That must be fire. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, because you get all this like extra flavor that'll go and like help like articulate the gravy and the creamy cheese. Because what we used to do is smoked squeaker cheese, like the smoked curds, instead, and that usually added like a good hit of like that smokiness. But then if you were to like finish, you would finish with like a non-salted gravy and then smoked salt Yo, a double ice cream from Tim Hortons with some chocolate chips would be nuts. Though then again, I don't see why they wouldn't have done that already, right? Would I be wrong to say that? Like, it strikes me as like
MJ says that exists.
that exists, yeah. That's just because it strikes me as like if they didn't do a double ice cream, that's a missed opportunity. You know what I mean? All right, so I got these. This stew is nicely starting to reduce. Gonna check flavor. Yeah. Hey. Hey, that's it right there. Nice. So I'm just going to let that go ahead and reduce further so it just intensifies the flavor. What I would add to this is just a good hit of lemon juice or lemon concentrate. Okay, it's not actually going to make it sour or anything, but what this does, the acidity really helps bring out savory flavors as well during cooking process. And then, of course, if you wanted a more lemony freshness, you would hit that at the end when it hits the bowl. Oh, double ice cream and an iced coffee. Damn, yo, you guys, you might be onto something right now. That would be fire. Do a double iced coffee, but with a double ice cream hit on top.
Like a float?
Yeah. Or what do you call that? It's ice cream and coffee? An affogato. Yeah. Oh my god, that must be so fire. You're making homemade quesadillas and taco rice with veg. Oh my god, that's gonna be good. Oh yeah, I would take all of that. Just like quesadilla, make the quesadilla, open that goo thing up, throw all the rice and the vegetables into that, just roll that thing out, make a burrito basically. Oh no, they got the last of your stock there? Damn. Goo thing. You heard me, Shannon.
Yeah, huh?
Just trying to be out here being gnarly. God. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I got that thing just kind of reducing. So I'm just going to go ahead and break down the rest of this like roast chicken carcass. And pretty much just like pull off anything that doesn't have bone, essentially. Yeah, and if you're wondering why we have this, we went grocery shopping and our little one suggested we have a picnic in the living room. Like we do, because one of my favorite things on this whole planet is you get a roast chicken, a wheel of brie or any type of goat cheese. I think this case we got it was cranberry goat cheese. Get a hit of bread, like you can either do a $1 baguette, you can get these rolls that come with it. I think there was like a whole deal with like it was like 2 side salads and rolls, but then we add the cheese on top of that, serve it with a little bit of pickles, olives, then we had, was it grape jam? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And that's just and we just have like a little picnic on the floor with the kiddo. Gorgeous. But the best part about having a roast chicken is that you have leftovers that you can just do all sorts of different things with. Samantha, thank you so much for the follow. You grab 2 s'mores, 2 fruit explosion, 2 maple crunch. Oh my lord, you know that's going to be so good. Like if that was in my freezer, that would be gone by now. Because I have little to no self-control. You about to head to Grandma's? She made lamb curry. Oh yeah. Yo, Chris, you too, man. Thank you so much for dropping by. As usual, I'll see you again. And you have a really great evening. That's going to be an awesome meal, but of course, I think the company is going to be even better. And can them in a water bath? Yeah, dude. That's like Piet Cachon style. Because he used to do his rotisserie chickens in a can, but same thing with his duck. Like you do canned chicken or canned duck, but then he'd also be hitting it with like there's like a type of smoke element. So it's like smoked salt, smoked sugar, or is it smoked butter? And then he just like confits it in the or cans it in the can and then just lets it go. You refuse to buy any kind of chicken except for whole chickens? Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. You are saving a bit of money when you buy the whole chicken, right?
Are you using fresh or canned cherries?
I'm using canned cherries today. Just because I didn't want to have to like cook out, what do you call it? A whole bag of frozen cherries. Jim, you're starving. Get some snacks, my friend. Yo, Existential Bread, thank you so much for the follow as well, dude. I appreciate you for being here. Okay, so I'm just going to actually just go ahead and lower the heat now that it's actually starting to get much thicker. And I'm just going to add in this chicken to just warm up and slightly braise out, become a little bit more tender. And that's pretty much it for that. I'm just going to let that rest. Because again, when it comes to stews, it's always nice to just go ahead, make the stew, let it rest on low heat or no heat for at least about maybe 10 minutes or so. 10 to 15, just so it has a chance to like tighten up a little bit more and become like super creamy, really thick on its own, and all that good stuff.
He wants to know if you've heard back on your interviews.
Oh, did I hear back on any of the interviews? I heard I had an interview at the zoo, which kind of was shit, and then I didn't hear back from the rec room, so I'm still out there looking. Yeah, we're coming down to the line here when it comes to that, so I might have to start throwing ass eventually.
Feet pics for sale.
Yeah, feet pics on OnlyFans. Yeah, I ain't hating. Those people make some mad money. Yeah, except that I have like Islander Hobbit feet. Do I cook professionally? Yes, I do. Yeah, I've been cooking professionally for the last about 25 years now. Hey, some places are, you know what I'm saying? Just feet emojis over here. Yeah, I mean, well, okay, look. Alessi Hara, yeah, that's kind of my life, though. Is that even it's something that I think we've me and my friends who are all also chefs or cooks, that's kind of like what we do, you know what I mean, like we'll cook at work, we'll cook their menu, and then when we get home we'll cook the menu we kind of want to see, you know what I'm saying, just because I don't know, there's something about cooking that's both therapeutic and relaxing, especially when you do it with homies, you know what I mean. Yeah, cook with the homies. And then do it for family.
Marky Eats 17. Dudes, Filipino, what's up, Tito?
Hey, how you doing, my friend? Yeah, what are you saying, Kuya? Okay, so I got chicken on deck. Boom. Rotisserie chicken, just broken down, right? I might keep the bones for just an external stock, or do like a starter stock with that. But with that said, I got this is nice and chunky, creamy. I'm just gonna keep continuing to let this reduce down, and in the meantime, let's go ahead and do up a couple pies. Okay, so I got my pie tops right here. Boom. Just gonna go ahead and remove them. They've had a chance to cool down, which is nice. So I'm gonna leave them stacked on the cutting board and freeze up my tray. So, Marky Eats, thank you so much for the follow, dude. Yeah, man, I appreciate you, and you have a good rest of your day, my friend. And roll it up. Thank you so much for the follow as well. I appreciate you. All right, so I went ahead, bought some pie crust. That's that pre-rolled joint right here. Hey, Cruz, what is good, man? How you doing? Okay, so I got some of this pie crust right here, and what I'm thinking, since they actually came like a pie shape, which is hilarious. Okay, great. I'm gonna go ahead. Let's cut this motherfucker in half real quick. Okay. Put that to the side. Actually, let's just do quarters. And then you can make folds. Yeah, why not? Let's try that. It's good. It is going to be so dank. Dank is all hell. So I think I'll probably end up making like 4 pies. Nothing too crazy. And then I'm going to serve this on top of a nice generic ass ice cream sandwich. Which will also be dank because it should technically just be melting all over the place. Oh yeah, you use them for triangle pie. Yo, that's what I'm talking about, man. Because especially samosa dough is amazing for that kind of stuff. Feel me? Like it's just universally good. All right, so where are my spoons at? Okay. So what I'm thinking is put just a good hit of pie filling just in the middle without overfilling. That's like the important part with like pie, especially like turnover stuff. You don't want to overfill it, but you do want to like take it to almost the brink. You know what I mean? Okay, so for this, I'm just going to go ahead and just moisten the edges. Okay. What this is going to do... Leisha! Hey, thank you so much for the heart meat. It's great to see you. Yeah, and what this is going to do is when you moisten the edges of your dough, it allows for the... what do you call it? The starches to really help bind your edges together. Yo, a whole can of cherry filling is... Don't get me wrong. It's fire as fuck. It's so good. Okay, so we got your pies right there. I think I'm just going to give it a small crimping just to make sure that the thing is sealed off. But I guarantee this thing is still going to explode. So that's the pie right there. Nice and sealed. Right? If you want a more clean edge, you can take a knife, slice it down the line if that's what you're looking for. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and lay that down. Do the same thing for the second one, and I'm also gonna do the third one as well. Okay, beautiful.
Are you actually gonna make pot pie samosas?
Oh, yo, I haven't done puff pie samosas. I did, what was it? It was a puff pie Jamaican patty.
Pot pie.
Okay, so there. Boom, boom. Or dump it on vanilla ice cream. God damn. Golly, that's sexy. Yeah, I would just like smash the fuck out of like some cherry filling on some ice cream. Oh my god. And I'll have some ice cream left over. So that might be a thing that comes up in the future. Believe me. Okay, just go ahead and give that a quick crimp as well. Okay, boom, just like that. Okay, and I'll do the other two. While we're here, you're making a complicated dinner? Hey, and Leisha, though, I appreciate the support. What are you making for dinner tonight? Star, do I remember you? Possibly. I think you were on like a month ago, right?
The username's Aesthetic Cinema 3.
Aesthetic Cinema 3. Yeah, I think you must have been on like no more than a month ago. Yo, cherry strudel with coconut whipped cream. Absolutely. In a heartbeat. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit with another little bit of the cherry pie filling. Boom. That might be too much. It'll smoke. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hit with a little bit of that water. Lube out your edges. Okay, just like that. Wham. Okay. I'll just give that the old turnover. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Okay, same thing. Okay. Okay, we'll go ahead and just crimp the sides with a fork. Boom. All right. There, and the last one. And then these will go in the oven probably 18 minutes, let's say. Okay. Shoot them into the bottom rack and let them go. So I'm going to start with, I think I'm going to start with like 16 minutes. Yeah. We'll go 16 minutes and then we'll see where we end up after that. And Tutu, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Roger, thank you so much for the follow. Hell yeah, dude. All right. So this is nice and collected. Let's see. So it should be, yeah, relatively thick. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have some of that extra cheese. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and add in just a handful. Nothing too crazy. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and kill the heat. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and give that a stir in. And what the cheese is going to do is it's going to help the sauce thicken up. And this is a great method if you just don't want to have to like use a roux or like a slurry, like a cornstarch slurry or anything like that to tighten up your meal, right? So the more you stir, the more you disperse that cheese, and that will help thicken up your cream. Right there. Boom. Just like that. Okay. Good. Now. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Caitlin, thank you so much for the follow. Throw it like Salt Bae. You know what I mean? A little bit of this. And Anna Luong, thank you so much for the follow as well. All right, so now I'm just going to go ahead and let this guy just go ahead and rest and cool down slightly, because again, you let it cool down just a little bit, it will thicken. But it's always good.
Confirm your pronouns, and then someone is asking what's cooking.
Throw it like Salt Bae. What's my pronouns? It's he and they. And Jesus Risen One, thank you so much for the follow. And GCPM Solutions, thank you so much for the follow.
And what's cooking?
And what is cooking? Tonight, I'm just finishing off some nice pub-style chicken pot pies. So instead of making just like the pie with the base, I'm going to put the stew, heavy-ass stew, into a bowl with a nice puff pastry crust. So this is a puff pastry with a little bit of shredded cheese and a small hit of salt. And in the oven as well, I have some cherry turnover pies that I'm basically just going to go ahead and lay on top of like an ice cream sandwich that we have in the freezer. Let that do its thing, melt all over the place, hit it with some powdered sugar, and that's pretty much our whole dinner. Throw the salt like Salt Bae. Actually, you know what? While I'm here, I'll do Lambo the favor, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and give it one of these. Just a small extra pinch of that salt because it does need it. Because again, you don't want to go too heavy, right? You can always add in salt, you can never take it out. So I always try to go a little bit light on it whenever possible. And then I'm going to finish this off. Okay, just gonna go ahead, finish this guy off with just a little extra hit of that lemon juice. All right, give that a stir. You can already start to feel it nice and what do you call it? Tightening on the bottom, which is good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let that do its thing for the next little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and start plating. Ryan, thank you so much for the follow, dude. I appreciate you for being here. Have I ever made honey walnut prawns? Absolutely. One of my favorite thing though is to do the honey walnut prawns like deep fried. Like you do the shrimp deep fried, but then you make a honey and walnut honey. Like what do you call it? Like you make the walnuts fried like crispy like pralines, add it to your honey, as well as you do crushed walnuts inside the honey, and then you emulsify it with a little bit of vinegar. So you make like a honey walnut dressing. And I think that's, to me, is amazing. You serve that on top of a bed of lettuce or a type of like crunchy cabbage, and it's awesome. Tomato potato, thank you so much for the follow. Blue, you have an awesome day as well, man. Thank you so much. Do I use Yes. I'll use sparkling water, or alternatively, if you can't get your hands on sparkling water, just like a couple pinches of baking powder. Hey, Blue, thank you so much for the follow, dude. All right, boom. Right on. Okay, so I got 10 minutes on that pie. Yeah, those are going to be perfectly fine. Yeah, I also got the oven at 375 if anyone's wondering. So I think, yeah, we'll start with that 16 minutes. I'll probably have to push it for another 10 or so minutes if it doesn't get the color that I'm looking for, as well as like the like it becoming solid like pie. But we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and, because I know it is getting later, I want to make sure that my family gets their snack on.
I got a thing at 7:30. Other than that, you're fine.
Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, there it is. So I'm going to go ahead and take a small, good scoop of this, throw it in. Okay. Yeah, and again, if you also want to take it even a step further, you could put a base of mashed potatoes on the bottom. Since I didn't want like everyone to just eat and then pass out, I was holding off a little bit.
To eat and pass out.
I know you do. All right, so then for the little BB, I'm gonna go ahead and throw that on right there. Okay, then for Shannon, just go ahead, throw that on right there. Right. Okay, then okay. Then of course you finish with just a little bit extra garlic oil on top of the pastry. All right.
Yeah, garlic.
And then green onions. Like that. Yeah. So that's it right there. That's pub style chicken pot pie. Or at least my version of it. Nice, clean, easy. right? Super, super duper dank. And again, for like a child, because she doesn't like green onions, she made sure to have a little bit of that nice crunchy stuff on top, good amount of vegetables, a little bit of sauce on the bottom. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get a spoon to put that in the fridge for WB. Man, the weather became all nice and stuff just right now. That's pretty awesome. Okay. So if you guys will excuse me, I'm just going to make sure that Shannon gets this first.
Choking on my own rage back here.
Hey, it's all good though. I mean, everyone has their own style, man. You feel me? Yeah, I like it when my daughter paints my nails, but at the same time, I also have been painting my nails since like what, 2001. It's all good. You know, because I mean, you know, it makes super like hetero people very, very offended. But I appreciate all of you guys for coming out and caring, man. I really appreciate you guys are focusing on the food, all that good stuff. And you guys are an amazing community regardless, right? So it's all good. And correct, Horse, you are right. I appreciate you for saying that too. Yeah, I appreciate that you guys think I'm fun to watch. You know what I mean? I didn't think anyone would actually be into this. You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. Really super easy, simple overall dish. And it's one of those things where like you can also substitute. Again, we had somebody on earlier asking if this could be an all vegetarian dish. It can absolutely be an all vegetarian dish. At the same time, everything can be substituted, right? So instead of using just regular cream, you can also, like, since I'm using curry, you can also just make it like a Thai or an Asian dish or an Indian dish and cut it with some nice coconut cream. Or alternatively, if you don't want to use coconut cream, you can also go ahead and just touch it with, bless it with a little bit of like pistachio or cashew cream, right? Like those alternative milks that would do that flavor profile really, really well. Why nail paint though? It's because I can. It's because I can. And it does offend like people internally, right? Even if they're not super angry about it, you know what I mean? And I love that, right? Because again, it's kind of part of like being in like metal culture or hardcore culture or punk culture. It's just things that are against, not really against, but just kind of alternative to the norm, if you will. You created a show in the 90s? Cooking? That's awesome. Hey, John, man, I appreciate you for saying that, dude. Thank you so much. Rory. Rory, man, come on now.
What do we have cooking next stream?
Okay, yo, what is on the next stream? So I will be back on tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to show you guys flat out, tomorrow I'm going to show you guys flat out something that we have, for like Filipino breakfast. I think that's going to be really, really dank. Because it's going to be, I think it's going to be tocino, some garlic fried rice or garlic rice, some fried eggs, and then for dessert, I haven't really figured that out yet, but I think we will figure that out on the day. Yeah, because I've been thinking about having like breakfast for dinner the last little bit, but I also like really want to do like a Filipino style type of breakfast. So if you guys are interested in that, that's what I think I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Huh, Ivan? What the fuck? Yeah, you heard me. Filipino breakfast, man. For dinner. Yeah. I think that's going to be like one of those dishes that's just going to be also like dank. Like super like nap time sauce, kind of like one of those meals, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, yo, Raven King, 100%. That's the problem with being a cook, is that all your friends are cooks. You know what I'm saying? At like 2:30 in the morning, where are you going to go eat? Your homie's house. Right? Who's your homie? Another cook. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude. Yo, Ivan, I swear to God, it's going to be dank. It's going to be one of those dishes that's like super not like ultra traditional, but it is one of those things that most Filipino kids grew up eating, uh, even on the weekends or on like a basic day, like when a parent's just like, I'm just going to make something gnarly and quick. You know what I mean? Oh my God. My father. He taught me. Yeah, Rory, goddamn, dude. Yo, hey, Ivan, thank you so much for the follow, dude. I appreciate you for being here, dude. Welcome to the community. And again, anybody that has just followed today, thank you so much for doing so. Welcome to the community. You're going to love it here. The people in this community that we've had like come together over food is amazing. You know what I mean?
Over food and not nail polish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Finger slipped twice.
Yes, did slip twice, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Raven King, thank you so much for the follow as well, dude. I appreciate it. Yo, pizza and English muffins, exactly. So that's what I'm talking about, right? Because I remember even being like, because both my parents, like my dad was like out of town on work, and my mom worked nights as a nurse. One of my favorite things was to have like, it was like you make like a pizza, like you use like bullshit everything, like even like, you know what I mean, sliced cheddar or whatever, but you do it on like, we did it on like sesame seed bagels, right? Like pizza bagels, but they were like ghetto as fuck. And that's where it's at, when the dank really comes out, you know what I mean? Yo, you did them on tortillas? See, that's what I'm talking about. Yo, everyone's got a version of that. I love that though. When's the annual Santos Summer Barbecue? Bro, I have to work that out. But that's probably going to be mid-summer for sure. If not, even in August. Because, again, I'm going to have to start working professionally again in June. So I got to figure out my schedule, but then we will have an idea of what the hell's going on with that, all right? And then we are having the Santos potluck. Oh, cupcake meatloaf with potatoes on top with a little green. Yeah, dude. I've seen those before. One of my favorite ones was oh man, what I see lately? It was cornbread cupcakes with mashed potatoes and fried chicken, and then smothered with like a hit of gravy on top. That's gangster. Oh, you did them on Ritz crackers? Absolutely, man. Oh, Ribbon Poppy, that's awesome, dude. I'm glad you can join us for this one too, man. And thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Can you corn my bread? I don't know, man. How much can you fit in your prison pocket? I feel like I haven't said that on a live in a little what.
Just Here 21 is asking if it's done.
Is it done? Let me check that. Let me check that pie real quick. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The second it starts leaking out, that's good to just rest. The tops aren't necessarily as cooked as I'd like them to be, but that's okay. They are starting to get that nice bubbliness to them. So what I will do... Don't drop the soap. Does carrot belong on pie? I mean, it can if it's done right. You made Filipino pickled red cabbage. Oh my God, yes. Corn dogs, but with chickpea flour, you know that's going to be fire. Come on now, you got to try that out. Prison pocket. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Prison pocket, jail wallet. You know, it's all good. We all know what's going on here. So I'm just going to take a quick torch to the top just to kind of just make sure it's nice and crisped out. There we go. It's just a little bit of color. Yeah, and I think this is pretty much it. We are on the home stretch.
He wants to know what kind of pies you making.
Yo, these pies. So originally I thought I was going to be making apple pies today. I messed that up. So they are cherry turnover pies. Right? Because I was really hankering like these like Jollibee's.
Put sugar on top of the pastry.
Oh yeah, I didn't put sugar on them. Well, that's fine. You know what? I could probably do that now. Hold up 1 second. 1 friggin' seconds. Stop yelling, Shannon.
Okay.
All right, so I got those things. They just came out of the oven. I'm actually just going to go ahead and caramelize the tops with a bit of sugar. Thanks for the reminder. Okay, just going to go ahead and shoot these guys back in just for a couple more seconds. Just to get that sugar on top kind of more solid but not caramelized. Not a whole turkey, a la Martha Stewart. Shannon.
No, Rory said he was talking about ham.
Oh, yeah, and that's how you eat a turkey?
And I said...
Yo, and that's how you eat a turkey? Oh, yeah. So harsh. That's a massive pocket. Yeah. But hey, you're on halftime. Yo, dinner is done. I served up my bowls to the rest of my family. So the pot pie went into a bowl, a little bit of this sliced in half, green onion on top, a little bit of garlic oil to finish that dish. And right now I'm just waiting on the ice cream sandwich, or not the ice cream sandwiches, the turnovers, just to get a little bit extra crisp on that sugar that I put on top of the turnovers, and we will almost be done. So I'm just gonna grab a.
Lambo wants to see you plate the dessert.
Let's go. I got that dessert all sorts. So. What the hell? Really?
What?
Okay, well I guess we don't have ice cream sandwiches.
There's that wave ice cream.
No, I got this.
Oh, I got that.
I got some Myers right here. Yeah.
Are you gonna be on tomorrow?
Yes, I will be on tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not filming tomorrow, which I thought we was, so I will be back. Yeah, we will be plating that dessert in a second here.
Hey.
And remember, guys, if you guys are new here and you guys are just following, I do... Oh, we're at 30,000 likes. Goddamn, guys. Thank you so much. I do repost every Friday my live streams from here onto my YouTube channel. So if you're new, go ahead, check out my page. My link tree will be in the description on that page. And you can find all the replays there, all right? Iron Maiden, what is good, dude? It's good to see you. Same salt time, same salt channel. You're damn right, son. Ooh. Hey, no worries, man. But as always, it's great to see you. It's going really well. How are you doing? How's your Wednesday? All right. So let's go ahead and let's mangle up this plate a little bit. How about
Score bar stuff.
Score bar stuff? Let me see. All right. So I'm just gonna start with just a little bit of caramel, just as a base. Okay. Actually, here, I'll do this. Okay. Do. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just give it one of these right across the plate. Right, so then come across with just a little bit of that cherry syrup from the can as well. Boom. Okay, so let's go ahead. Do I have any of that good just kind of just laying around? I do. All right. Yeah, I do. Some of that powder right there. Hell yeah. All right. And then for the just one time for the OGs, I'm just gonna go ahead with a little bit of that Score bar crumb. Boom. Okay, so let's move this over here. I'm gonna pull the turnover pies. There we go. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I'm going to take some of this ice cream, right? Just put a nice little thing right there. Okay. And yeah, that middle one, beautiful. Good hit of that sugar on top. Right on top, so it melts the ice cream. There we go. Okay, so then we got some nice cherry turnover pies, vanilla and chocolate ice cream, a little bit of caramel sauce, some score bar pieces, right? And as per usual, especially with my channel, guys, you know how I do, is a little bit of caramel powder to finish. So I gotta make a little bit more too. Here we go. Boom. And for flair. There we go. And boom, there we go. Right? Breakfast and dessert.
Breakfast?
Yeah, you can serve this as breakfast as well.
Ice cream for breakfast? All right.
I mean, you know, you're going to catch the beaties, but you are going to enjoy it. All right. So that's pretty much it for today's live, guys. Well, as always, I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you so much. If you guys haven't, go ahead and hit that follow button if you have. Just a reminder, I always try to make sure I'm streaming Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Sundays at 3:30 to 4 p.m. And then also Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. And if you guys are new to the channel, just also a quick reminder, I do repost all of my lives as much as I can every Friday onto my YouTube channel. So go ahead, go to my page. My link tree is in the description below. If you can, hit a subscribe. That would also help me out a lot. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions, please feel free to just DM me, man. I try to answer every one of your guys' questions in a timely manner as much as humanly possible.
Question.
What is the question? And thank you so much for the job hunt.
Ever just eat like frozen pizza, or is everything always homemade?
Oh, yo, hey, for real. I will eat a frozen pizza. Yeah. Some days I just don't want to cook.
Sometimes we go to 7-Eleven and grab their pizza.
Yeah, sometimes it's a 7-Eleven pizza. Right? Straight up. I'm not opposed to a $5 pizza. You know what I mean? Like, you're talking to a family that will still eat, like, chicken nugs. I love KFC green coleslaw. You know what I mean? I love deep fried, pre-made fries. I love it all. You know what I mean? So, yo, until then, guys, I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you so much. Oh, man, pizza and slushy is so fire. So fire. Yeah, but again, I appreciate you guys for being here. As always, I'm your man, John. I will see you guys on the next live, which is tomorrow, 5 p.m. And, yeah. Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys then. Take care.